And I think that's what I really value. And I think we undervalue about when you're listening to a podcast, when you're reading a book, the goal is to get so much more of a new script in your mind as to how you talk to yourself about the challenges you have, how you talk to others about the challenges you have, and then how you talk yourself out of making bad decisions and into good decisions.
Definitely.
And as I've been listening to you, I feel like you're such a hub of incredible insights and information and so well researched where I'm like, oh, now I'm going to hear TJ's voice in my head remind me of that when I'm brushing my teeth and I've got my phone out, or, you know, when I'm about to go to bed, and even the idea of standing up before I lie down. Or there's so many things you've said today where I'm like, I think there's just these mini shifts and nudges that hopefully will save me and everyone who's been listening a lot of stress and a lot of trouble. Is there anything I haven't asked you that you wanted to share, or something that's on your heart or mind that you really want to share with my community?
I would love everyone, after listening to this podcast, to plan in the next 7 days to spend 60 minutes in nature without their phone, considering what their primary pursuit is in their life right now. It can be a bit uncomfortable when you go into the quiet. Remember that idea of the boredom barrier. Your brain will settle. It will calm. Worries might come into your mind at the beginning of that walk. But I promise you, by the end of that 60 minutes, you're going to be incredibly clear as to what you're truly seeking for in your life. Maybe the phone is impacting you. Maybe you want to stronger relationship with your partner. Maybe you think, oh, porn could be a factor in my life today. Maybe your work needs to be a greater priority in your life. But we need, as a society, long periods of time in nature without our phones.
I love that challenge. And everyone who's going to do that challenge, tag me and TJ when you're out in nature so we can see pictures of you on walks, hikes, taking your dog out, whatever it may be. We want to see the amount of time you're spending in nature. And if you get to 60 minutes, tag us and tell us the time as well.
Let's go.
It'd be amazing to see. TJ, we end every episode of On Purpose with the final 5.
Yeah.
These questions have to be answered in 1 word to 1 sentence maximum.
Okay.
So TJ Power, these are your final 5. Question 1, what is the best advice you've ever heard or received?
To take action as soon as you wake up. I received this guidance from a number of people in my life. I realized that waking up and scrolling my phone was the worst thing in my experience. Take action as soon as you wake.
Great advice. Second question, what's the worst advice you've ever heard or received?
That it's fine to constantly drink tons of alcohol and that to be like a normalized aspect of society, and that isn't negatively impacting you.
Expand on that for me as to why that really helped you and why that was a path you decided to take.
I just grew up in a world where alcohol was just the most normal thing. It was let's get drunk 3-4 days a week. And it was so strongly like disrupting my experience of happiness, my capacity to pursue my goals. And